Eagles ultimately fall to the Chants by 4, dropping their record to 8-8 and 1-4 in conference play. As we're now joined by head coach Brian Burg on this Ford locker room wrap-up. We mentioned that Elijah was great with 20 points, 8 rebounds, 3 of those on the offensive end. Second straight game that he has put up a season high. It just seems that lately when the ball's been in his hands, good things are happening.
He's an aggressive player. He had the ability to get downhill numerous times, made some plays. We have to find a way to play with urgency like we did the last 3.5 minutes, and that has to cover 40 minutes. So I put that on me, on myself. But we had really good preparation. I know that sounds crazy, but preparation for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with guys collectively flying around. And then we showed up and didn't play the first 37 minutes with any type of urgency. And it's disappointing to see. I'm going to continue to search and find the right lineups to be able to get in the game and be able to compete for 40 minutes.
It did seem that Coastal changed from man to zone quite a bit like we were expecting. Cliff Ellis has been known for doing that for about 50 years now. But once it got to the final minutes and Georgia Southern realized that it needed to do that in order to get back into the ball game, how can they adapt that same mentality over the start of the game so it doesn't get behind by 14?
I think it's more on the defensive end. See, you can't allow your offense to affect your defensive end, and it did that again tonight. Gave up 54% from the field. That's not a recipe for success. And a lot of times because shots didn't fall, maybe there was out of rhythm by the defensive changing. Give credit to Coastal in regards to that. Getting the stops, it affected us on the defensive end and our urgency, and that's a problem.
It seemed that in the first half it was a lot of three-point shots, but it was a lot of open shots. You weren't turning the ball over, only 2 turnovers in the first half, and you outscored the Chants 15-0 points off of turnovers in those first 20 minutes. So those were really good numbers.
Yeah, we shot high percentages, 2-point shots.
Yeah.
I think we settled a little bit too much, took the bait in regards to the wide-open threes. If we had the ability to play with a little bit more composure, be able to get to the shots at the rim like we did and shoot it at a high percentage, except changing some of those 3-point shots into 2-point shots, have a little bit more success. It's a quick turnaround, Danny. Got to make sure that we end up turning around, have a good preparation for App State and playing that game on Saturday.
We talked during the pregame about Issam Mustafa and what a load he is down low, and he played like it with 19 points and 8 rebounds. You've got another tough big coming in on Saturday with James Lewis. He goes 6'8", about 235 pounds. It's a league that's starting to redevelop its stance on big men, but how does seeing Mustafa up close possibly give you an in-game preparation for Lewis on Saturday?
I think they're both talented players, but that's across the board in the Sun Belt. You have to be able to compete. Had a game plan. We were a little bit late on our rotations to take the ball away from Mustafa on the block. Then we didn't have some urgency on some threes that broke the game open. You're looking at App. I'll study them tonight. Tomorrow had a little bit of preparation, but the main focus was Coastal Carolina.
And we have already announced that it is going to be a blue out for Saturday. It should be a really good crowd between Georgia Southern and the Mountaineers, looking at this as a rivalry game, and I know you'd love to see a full Hanner Fieldhouse as the Eagles take on App State Saturday afternoon.
Sure would. Yeah, I'd love to have everyone come out to Hanner. It's a great opportunity to see us play a quality App State team.
Appreciate the time, Coach. We'll see you on Saturday.
Thanks so much.
Head coach Brian Burg from Hanner Fieldhouse on this Ford locker room wrap-up. We will close things out from Statesboro in just a couple of moments as Coastal holds off the Eagles 76-72. This is Georgia Southern basketball powered by Learfield.